Do you know that everything that you think, feel, and do comes from the subconscious mind? And 95% of the time, we're functioning from the subconscious mind. And what are you getting from the stories that have been imprinted, conditioned into your subconscious mind? What are the results that you're seeing in your life? Are you happy with that? Are you creating it? Or is it just happening to you? I'm Dawn Gaden. This is Wake Up and Win. And I want to help you brainwash yourself for good. Yeah, for good. We've been conditioned since, I like to say, before we were even born. Because think about it, we grew for 9 months in another human being. That has to mean something, right? We're conditioned by somebody else's beliefs, experiences, thoughts, feelings. We know this to be true. We know this to be true. Habits from generation to generation to generation. Is it just genes? I don't think so. I don't think it's just genes, genetics. There's research out there that says our DNA can be changed and altered. Check that out. Fascinating, right? Fascinating. So, Dawn, how do we brainwash ourselves for good? Brainwash? Are you kidding? Yes. That's what was happened, right? You're good, you're bad, you're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too short. Based on whose opinion? Society, culture, family, friends. What about us? What do we believe? What do we value? So now is the time to condition yourself, to brainwash yourself for what you want, what you desire, for your greatest good. And when we're looking for our greatest good, that means it impacts everyone's greatest good. Pause on that for a minute. Very important. So I want you to think about it. Conditioning, right? Conditioning is what we've been taught, handed down, belief systems, thoughts, even actions. So now I'm talking about conscious conditioning, choosing to be conditioned the way you want to be. So I was telling a story today to a client about being a morning person. I was not born a morning person. Genes? Conditioning? I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. What matters is, growing up and into college years, I was a night person. I woke up late, I scheduled classes late, I stayed up to 1 or 2 in the morning. That was my quiet time. It was dark, I could get things done and do it again. It worked for me until it didn't. So I had a choice. Can I do something different? Can I become a morning person? Many people would say, no, you can't change that. You're just born that way. Well, I disagree. I don't think we're just born anyway. Well, maybe we are, but I believe we can change. Again, DNA studies, check them out. So many studies that we can impact. We can impact every molecule, every atom, every cell in our body. How about based on how we think and how we feel and how we're showing up. So it was back in 2016 when I first began my Intensati leader training. And part of the practice was 365 days of a morning practice. Well, when I commit to something, I commit to something 100%. And so if I was deciding to become an Intensati leader, to teach this amazing mindful intentional practice, am I going to commit to this challenge of being a morning person? For me, not because it was recommended, but how would it impact me? Why would it be important for me? Well, at that time I had young kids, and so in the morning I'd be sleeping until they wake me up. Come on, Mom. And I'd get out of bed and half asleep and go on with my day. And my nights were still very beautiful, I have to say, because everybody was asleep and I could clean the house and enjoy the quiet time. But there got to a point where I considered, What would life look like if I was a morning person? How would it feel? What would I get done? How would it nourish my soul? So the morning practice that was being offered was a morning meditation, a journaling, and movement. So of course, intensati, right? Some kind of movement, meditation, and journaling. We'll have a whole nother talk about journaling and the impact and the power of journaling, right? For conditioning the mind. Powerful. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do those things, what time do I have to get up in order to then be ready for my day, right? And so that clock looked like about 5 a.m. And I know, don't tune out yet. You may not be a 5 a.m. person. You don't have to be. It's just an example. For me, it meant up at 5, take care of myself, nourish myself, 6 o'clock ready for the kids, ready for the day. So I decided to do it. I made the commitment, stake in the ground, non-negotiable. I'm doing this practice for 365 days. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Right? We're ever evolving. We are ever changing. If something isn't working for us, we change it. What is for my greatest good? Well, I can say that since then, 9 years, I am now officially a morning person. Does it look different often? Yes. Can I stay up past 10 o'clock at night anymore? No, not really. Not very well. And it's okay because I have created a day that serves me. My day serves me. Right? I don't serve the day. I'm not ruled by my emails. I am not ruled by my text messages that come in. I'm not ruled by voicemail. I decide. I decide how to spend my day. I decide how to show up every day. So that's my challenge to you. How do you want to consciously condition yourself for your greatest good? How do you want to brainwash yourself for good? For good, for how you decide to live your life. You have this one life to live. Mess it up, trip and fall, and get back up. That's all it takes. Just get back up. Find your focus, stay the course. What's your non-negotiable to create the life that you desire? No regrets. Just brainwash yourself for good. Let me know how it goes. And remember, if this is helpful for you, if this is insightful for you, invite your friends, share the link, wake up and win. Bye for now.